What up, guys? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. How are you guys doing? Back in the secret annex here. Just closed up for the night. I wanted to make a video picking up from where we left off yesterday, or I should say the 13th, 2 days ago, because we didn't do a video yesterday, and continue what I was talking about with just developing yourself, and as we all kind of evolve along our spiritual journey in life, and share a little bit of the wisdom I've accumulated. But please, as kind of a disclaimer, I don't have the answers, I have my answers. So if it works well for you, great. And what I'm trying to do is really just convey some things that have helped me to you guys. So this episode is about building your brain. And I'm gonna explain to you guys what I mean by that. First of all, though, this message goes out to people that are primarily starting over. You know, in life, we have obstacles, we have trials and tribulations. Everyone does, right? Whatever mission we signed up for when we get born, you know, that's how some people look at it, that we're all in this ether and we sign up for a mission, and that mission is our life. And when we're born, we've signed up in whatever other dimension to have this journey, this challenge. And in life, you know, marriage, divorce, all these different things, going broke, going bankrupt, you know, accidents, etc. They can all pose challenges that we have to rise like a phoenix from the ashes and keep doing better and persevering. And first of all, I just want to say to all you guys crushing it, all you guys and gals, continuing to go on and fight the good fight and believe that there's going to be another day ahead that's even better than today. Just keep going. If you keep building, it will. And that requires, again, in my opinion, reflection, learning, and with that, you can have a freaking good time, because the best things in life all go together. So you can have your cake and eat it too. A lot of people tell you that going square or not being dangerous, or any one of these are dangerous, or anything kind of chaotic makes you less interesting. It's not true. It actually makes you more interesting by doing things that help you succeed. So I want to let you know, from LG to you, keep going. You're doing great. I'm proud of you. Now on to building your brain. And like I said, again, let's start with the example of somebody starting over. So maybe you were just homeless. Maybe you went from being homeless to getting a job. Maybe you just left college and you don't have a job. Any situation where you're starting over or building in a new scenario. So really this applies to a lot of people. And what I say to people in that situation is build your brain. And what I mean by that is, we've all got those things that we do inside. You know, a good friend of mine once said, life is an internal job. So we keep improving ourselves, and that's great, right? Fortifying your internal boundaries with other people, learning how to say no, feeling your intuition, trusting your gut, having self-confidence, all those things are great. However, building your brain, as I'm talking about, involves outside of yourself. So for example, when you are, let's use the example of someone being homeless. When you're homeless, after you get that first job, after you get that first apartment, and life starts working out, and you start to become stable, and you've minimized the things that can make you take a step back, and you're just keeping going, and you're doing great, and life is building. Well, road bumps, obstacles, challenges will continue to come your way. That's what life is all about. Ups and downs, rises and falls, but it's how you get back up. And I would go one further and I'd say it's how you deal with them. You don't even have to get knocked down if if you build your brain. And what I mean by that is, now that you're in this stable position where you have the job, may not be the best job, you've got the place, may not be the best place, but now life is throwing these obstacles at you. What do? Well, often in life, when we're in stable positions, but we don't have a lot going for us and we're working toward that, a crazy complex challenge can come your way. And sometimes, if you don't have a lot of things going for you, you can panic. You can make a rash decision. A lot of things can happen, and you can make a decision that you may regret. Maybe it's still what you wanted to do, but not exactly what you wanted to do. Your decision lacks some nuance. How do you build into your system to where you're not relying completely upon yourself, so that anytime an obstacle comes to you, you have the greatest possible chance of making a great decision? And that is by building your brain. And what I'm talking about is fortifying your environment outside of yourself. So as you get back to getting that job and being in this place where you've now gotten up off your feet and you're not homeless anymore, you're starting to build your support groups. And when you build your support groups, right, people don't respond to people wanting to make friends aggressively. And so when you're making these support groups, you're paying attention to the push and pull of all living things, and you're letting it happen slowly. As you're letting it happen slowly, you're making good friends. You're finding people who you trust, and that's happening over time by action. Keep those people in place. Continue to fortify your routine so that when challenges come, you've built a buffer. What the buffer is going to do is allow you time to process. So now when you have the job, when you have the place, and something comes along to shake the bedrock of your foundation, you have friends in place. You have agreements with your landlord to where if you can't pay rent, you've had this history of paying rent, so they can give you a month or maybe 2 months to relax and continue making whatever decision is right, fresh on your plate right now. So what I'm talking about is continuing to work in your environment to create people that you look up to, people that you can give you advice. And after you're done kind of solidifying the basic things for your needs, your job, your place, you start creating an environment that can allow for when a challenge does come. Sure, every challenge has a time frame in which you have to respond, but you want many things in your environment that are affecting you positively so that you can slow down, so that you can get feedback and you can make the best possible decision. And I call that building your brain. So for example, before you pick up and move to a completely another part of the world where you have no friends, etc., I'm not saying don't do that, but understand that when you get in that situation and a challenge comes up, you're gonna be more ill-equipped possibly to handle it, right? There's still faith, and I always encourage everyone to walk on faith, which means if you truly feel tied to doing it intuitively, go ahead and do it. One of my best friends of all time told me, seldom have I gone with my gut and been wrong, and I'm gonna leave it with that. Now remember, you're the best there ever was. Don't you ever forget it. Peace, chunk de deuce. Love you guys.